Elden Ring Battle Scars Infographic. To celebrate Elden Ring's 1-year anniversary. Gonna make it big. And the millions of fans all over the world who explore the lands between, we have compiled some interesting and fun game stats for you. This infographic highlights stats around many of Elden Ring's most iconic and challenging bosses. It's clear to see from the stats that Elden Ring isn't for the weak at heart. It's a difficult and challenging game, but for those who persevere and hone their craft, they understand that victory is the sweetest revenge. Wear your battle scars with pride and long live the Elden Lords. Okay, one more great info like this, sign up. Okay, sure. Top 5 boss attempts. Alright. We got number 1, Malenia, Blade of Miquella. 327 million attempts. Elden Ring players have initiated nearly 6 billion boss battles since launch. That's kind of crazy. And Malenia is the number 1. People are stubborn, man. People are very stubborn. Margit the Fell Omen. I'm surprised this is number 2. Damn, okay. 281 million. Pretty close to Malenia. Link Grave, 3 Sentinel. I'm very surprised. I mean, am I surprised? So boss attempts, that means like they engage the dude and they die. I mean, I guess that makes sense. This is the horsey dude at the beginning that fucks you up if you're not careful. Dragon of the Golden Order. By the way, spoilers. So, you know, if you haven't played Elden Ring, beware of spoilers. 48 million. Honestly, this boss was easier than I thought. I mean, all the bosses were kind of easier than I thought, except Malenia. The rest I didn't struggle that much, I would say, you know. Malenia was like crazy, but I loved it. I loved it. Somebody made a comment on my YouTube video that said that, you know, it's rare to see somebody learning the patterns because my build in Elden Ring was very slow. I had a strength hammer build and I was forced to learn the patterns of the bosses, you know? Otherwise, it was impossible to beat them. It was just not possible. And so I did that with Malenia. I learned every single attack that she had. And in the end, we got her, right? So this guy commented on my video saying, dude, you should see, like, most people don't care about the mechanics. They just, you know, which is totally fair. If people want to do that, they can do it. This game allows you to do that. People just stun her, like stagger her over and over, or bleed, or whatever, you know, a bunch of shit. And they don't get to see the full mechanics. In my opinion, it's a pity, because she has really cool mechanics. It's probably my favorite boss of Souls games, I don't know. Radahn, it's number 5. Radahn, I thought it was very easy. I don't know, maybe I was over level or something. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Radahn, I think I beat it in the 7th attempt. Alright, causes of death. Over 9 billion deaths. Alright, the last one is by another player. 2%. That means not much PvP going on. 40% fall to death. Alright, that's fair. I did that. 50% status effects. Which is poison, scarlet rot, blood loss, frostbite, sleep? I never got a sleep. Madness and death blight, okay. And 69%. Very nice. Enemies and NPCs. Like bosses, okay, got it. Alright, summons, co-op versus invasion. 88% co-op. 12% invasion. Oh, like... Okay, if they choose to play multiplayer, how do they choose to do? Then that's not many invasions, honestly. Alright, top 5 spells cast. Rock Sling. Okay, this is good to know because I'm trying to do a magic build, a faith build. So I'm trying to do this. Rock Sling, Crystal Torrent. I never did any of this, so I don't know. Glintstone Pebble, Great Blade Phalanx, and Rotten Breath. Yeah, this one is cool. That one's definitely cool. Top 5 most acquire incantations. Blessing of the Earth Tree. Bestial Sling. This is a one from that dude. The Death dude. Golden Vow. The Flame of the Frenzy. Bestial Vitality. And that's it. I love this game, man. I fucking loved it. I loved streaming it. A lot of people loved watching it as well. It was adrenaline after adrenaline. The story is kind of confusing, but I liked it at the same time. I just love it. I think this is one of the best games, action games I have ever played. My favorite Souls game, definitely. I'm sad to see it go, but you know, I guess until the DLC comes out. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely was my favorite Souls game, at least. And then after that, Dark Souls 3 will come in close, and Sekiro as well. And then Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Those are the ones I played. That's my ranking of Dark Souls games, I guess. But yeah, pretty cool, right? Have you guys finished it, or some of you haven't finished yet? Good ranking. Yeah, I haven't played Bloodborne though. Someday I hope to see it on PC, maybe.